I'm Juvy Lucina. I'm a local actress and also sometimes student at LCC. Today for Bad Books Week, I'm going to be reading an excerpt from The Color Purple by Alice Walker. Just some info from Wikipedia because that's the quickest way to do it. The Color Purple is a 1982 epistolary novel by American author Alice Walker, which won the 1983 Pulitzer Prize for Fiction and the National Book for Fiction. It takes place mostly in rural Georgia, and the story focuses on the life of women of color in the southern United States in the 1930s, addressing numerous issues including their exceedingly low position in American social culture. The novel has been the frequent target of censors and appears on the American Library Association list of the 100 most frequently challenged books of 2000 to 2009, at number 17 because of the sometimes explicit content, particularly in terms of violence. Okay, so here we go. Dear God, Mr. and Grady gone off in the car together. Suge asked me, could she sleep with me? She cold in her and Grady's bed all alone. Us talk about this and that. Soon talk about making love. Suge don't actually say making love. She say something nasty. She say fuck. She asked me, how was it with your children, Daddy? The girls had a separate room, I say, off to itself, connected to the house by a little plank walk. Nobody ever come in there but Mama. But one time, when Mama not at home, he come. Told me he want me to trim his hair. He bring the scissors and comb and brush and a stool. While I trim his hair, he look at me funny. He a little nervous too, but I don't know why, till he grab hold of me and cram me up between his legs. I lay there quiet, listening to Suge breathe. It hurt me, you know, I say. I was just going on 14. I never even thought about men having nothing down there so big. It scared me just to see it, and the way it poked itself and grow. Suge so quiet, I think she sleep. After he threw, I say, he made me finish trimming his hair. I sneak a look at Suge. Oh, Miss Seeley, she say, and put her arms around me. They black and smooth and kind of glowy in the lamplight. I start to cry too. I cry and cry and cry. Seemed like it all come back to me, laying there in Suge's arms, how it hurt, and how much I was surprised, how it stung while I finished trimming his hair, how the blood dripped down my leg and messed up my stocking, how he never looked at me straight after that. And Nettie, don't cry, Seeley, Suge say. Don't cry. She start kissing the water as it come down inside my face. After a while, I say, Mama finally asked how come she find his hair in the girls' room if he don't ever go in there like he say. That's when he told her I had a boyfriend. Some boy he seen sneaking out the back door. It's the boy hair, he say, not his. You know how much she loved to cut anybody's hair, he say. I did love to cut hair, I say to Suge, ever since I was a little bitty thing. I'd run, go get the scissors if I saw hair coming, and I'd cut and cut long as I could. That's how come I was the one cut his hair. But always before, I'd cut it on the front porch. It got to the place where every time I saw him coming with the scissors and the comb and the stool, I'd start to cry. Suge say, well, sir, and I thought it was only white folks do freakish things like that. My mama died, I tell Suge. My sister Nettie run away. Mister come get me to take care of his rotten children. He never asked me nothing about myself. He climbed top of me and fuck, even when my head bandaged. Nobody ever loved me, I say. She said, I love you, Miss Seeley. Then she hauled off and kissed me on the mouth. She said, like she surprised. I kiss her back, say, too. Us kiss and kiss till us can't hardly kiss no more. Then us touch each other. I don't know nothing about it, I say to Suge. I don't know much, she say. Then I feel something real soft and wet on my breast. feel like one of my little lost baby's mouth. Way after a while, I act a little lost baby too. Dear God, Grady and Mister come staggering in around daybreak. Me and Suge sound asleep. Her back to me, my arms around her waist. What's it like? Little like sleeping with Mama, only I can't hardly remember ever sleeping with her. Little like sleeping with Nettie, only sleeping with Nettie never feel this good. It warm and cushiony, and I feel Suge's big tits sort of flop over my arms like suds. It feel like heaven, is what it feel like. Not like sleeping with Mister at all. Wake up, Sugar, I say. Lay back. And Sugar roll over, hug me, and get out of the bed. She stagger into the other room and fall on the bed with Grady. Mister fall into the bed next to me, drunk and snoring before he hit the quilts. I try my best to like Grady, even if he do wear red suspenders and bow ties, even if he do spend Suge money like he made it himself, even if he do try to talk like somebody from the north. Memphis, Tennessee ain't north, even I know that. But one thing I sure enough can't stand is the way he calls Suge mama. I ain't your fucking mama, Suge say, but he don't pay her no mind. Like he be making goo-goo out of that squeak, and Suge sort of tease him about it. He say, oh, mama, you know I don't mean no harm. Suge likes squeak too, try to help her sing. They sit in Odessa's front room with all the children crowded around them singing and singing. Sometimes Swain come with his box, Harpo cook dinner, and Mister and the prizefighter bring their appreciation. It's nice. Suge say to Squeak, Mary Agnes, you ought to sing in public. Mary Agnes say, nah, I think she don't want to sing big and broad. I think because she don't sing big and broad like Suge, nobody wants to hear her. But Suge say she wrong. What about all them funny voices you hear singing in church, Suge say? What about all them sounds that sound good, but they not the sounds you thought folks could make? What about that? Then she start moaning. Sound like death approaching. Angels can't prevent it. It raised the hair on the back of your neck. But it really sounds sort of like panthers would sound if they could sing. I tell you something else, Suge say to Mary Agnes. Listening to you sing, folks get to thinking about a good screw. Oh, Miss Suge, say Mary Agnes, changing color. Suge say, what? Two shamefaced to put singing and dancing and fucking together? She laughed. That's the reason they call what us sing the devil's music. Devils love to fuck. Listen, she say, let's go sing one night at Harpo's place. Be like old times for me, and if I bring you before the crowd, they better listen with respect. Niggas don't know how to act, but if you get through the first half of one song, you got it. You reckon that's the truth? Say Mary Agnes. She all big-eyed and delighted. I don't know if I want her to sing, say Harpo. How come? Asked Suge. That woman you got singing now can't get her ass out the church. Folks don't know whether to dance or creep to the mourner's bench. Plus, you dress Mary Agnes up the right way, and you make piss pots of money. Yellow as she is, stringy hair and cloudy eyes, the man will be crazy about her. Ain't that right, Grady? She said. Grady looked a little sheepish, grinning. Mama, you don't miss a thing, he said. And don't you forget it, said Suge. Dear God, this the letter I've been holding in my hand. Dear Celie, I know you think I am dead, but I am not. I've been writing to you too over the years, but Albert said you'd never hear from me again. And since I never heard from you all this time, I guess he was right. Now, I only write at Christmas and Easter, hoping my letter get lost among the Christmas and Easter greetings, or that Albert get the holiday spirit and have pity on us. There is so much to tell you that I don't know hardly where to begin. And anyway, you probably won't get this letter either. I'm sure Albert is the only one to take mail out of the box. But if this do get through, one thing I want you to know, I love you, and I am not dead. And Olivia is fine, and so is your son. We are all coming home before the end of another year. Your loving sister, Nettie.